Hi guys, welcome to today's class. Today we'll be talking about the different types of blockchain. The most important thing is to identify these various blockchains and be aware of what they offer, what they look like, the advantages over other blockchains, their consensus, the just like proof of work, proof of stake, and so on like that. Then identify the challenges, the weakness of one, the improvement of the weakness of another one on another different blockchain. You get to see the improvement of blockchain version 1, blockchain version 2, blockchain version 3, and possibly blockchain version 4. So it's very important we look at all these things so we'll get a broader view of the blockchain in order for us to maximize the opportunity. Remember, as we always say, that knowledge prepares you for success. So the further you have knowledge about a particular space or a particular sector, you are being opened up to various opportunities. So we are going to start today. We know about Bitcoin. We're going to start with the first blockchain. I'm actually on a website called blockchain.com. Let me bring our tools. Blockchain.com. I'm actually on blockchain.com. So you see different blockchains. So we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano, Ripple, Polkadot, Doge, Solana, Bitcoin Cash, Stella, Monero, EOS, Kusama, Bitcoin SV, eCash, Zcash, Dash, Mixin, and Grace coin. Okay, so we will not definitely touch each of them. We'll just look at the blockchain that most apply to our course content in order for us to have a broad view of what the blockchain is all about. Now we have a tax at the end of this class. We have a tax at the end of this class. The tax is going to be that we are going to pick three blockchains. We are going to pick three blockchains and look up promising tokens that have been built on those blockchains. Just identify three tokens on each of those blockchains. Just analyze three tokens that you feel would be promising and why. So you'll be maximizing two information. You'll be maximizing the information of this class, which is different blockchains. You'll be maximizing the information on our class on how to know the coins to buy and on fundamental analysis. Okay, so you are going to do that at the end of this class. Forward the tax to our email, Sofe Crypto Academy at sofegroup.com. Okay, so go ahead with the first one, which is Bitcoin. So we'll be making use of the coin market cap. So you can see Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently trading at $36,000. Okay, currently trading at $36,000. If we look at the all-time, we'll get to see. If we look at the all-time, we'll get to see the price of Bitcoin over time. And we'll just basically go to more, read more. Now, if you can see from the chart here, Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency originally described in 2008 white paper by a person or group of persons we know as Satoshi Nakamoto. So Satoshi Nakamoto was the first person to successfully build a proof of work, a digital currency. So you can just see what the crypto space stands for. You can see in his own words, it says to allow online payment to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. So that's the basic thing that Bitcoin came to solve, and likewise other things that we made mention of when we were introducing this class. Now, if you go to the Bitcoin website, this is Bitcoin website, can get a quick overview. Just you can see what they have to offer, very short and precise. fast peer-to-peer transaction, worldwide payments, low transaction fee. So that was the problem Bitcoin came to solve. Then after Bitcoin, we saw other blockchains that came after it, like the Litecoin. This were first generation blockchain. The Litecoin, the Bitcoin Cash, the Zcash, the Dash, the Monero, and the rest of them. All those blockchains were first generation. There's a second generation blockchain, including Ethereum. So we're going to be looking at let's look at other blockchains before coming to Ethereum and the most popular ones that we know. So if you're looking at Litecoin, we're going to look at Litecoin. Go back to CoinMarketCap to search for Litecoin. That's LTC. So if you look at the Litecoin, we go down to check the details, more details about Litecoin. Okay. So what is Litecoin? Litecoin is a cryptocurrency that is designed to provide fast, secure, and low-cost payment by leveraging on unique properties of the blockchain technology. So Bitcoin was slow. Bitcoin has a block time of 10 minutes, maximum transaction of 200. So it was slow. It would not be able to serve the world. Okay, imagine counterpart like Mastercard. I think we identified that when we talked about the demerits and the limitations of blockchain. See platforms like Mastercard doing millions of transactions per second, and we are having Bitcoin taking 8 minutes to record just 200 transactions. You can see that it's very poor. Though there have been other improvements on the chain, we are looking at Litecoin came out to improve on what Bitcoin have already is created. You can see the cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency was created based on Bitcoin's protocol, but it differs in terms of hashing algorithm use, hard cap, block transaction time, and a few other factors. Litecoin has a block time of just 2.5 minutes and extremely low transaction fees. Okay, it is suitable for microtransaction and point of sales. Now you can go down to see the founders and so on. Okay, now we look at what makes Litecoin unique. Look at what makes Litecoin unique. Okay, behind Bitcoin, Litecoin is the second most popular pure cryptocurrency. Its success can be largely attributed to its simplicity, clear utility, its simplicity and clear utility benefit. Okay, so as of 2001 2021, Litecoin is one of the most widely accepted cryptocurrency, and more than 2,000 merchants and stores now accept LTC across the globe. Now you can see that the main benefit comes from its speed and cost effectiveness. Litecoin transactions are typically confirmed in just minutes, and transaction fees are nearly negligible. Now that's very good to make mention of that, but you can see the chart of Litecoin, the first remarkable height here is 2017, and this should be 2021, just a year ago. Now we'll go down. Want to be conscious of the returns it has actually handed down to its investors. You can see an all-time ROI based on the current price, an all-time ROI of around 2,378%. Okay, so if you have followed Litecoin from initial listing and inception, you would have gotten at least over 2,000% on your investment. Then if you look at from the all-time low of $1.1, it has gone as high as $9,400. Okay, then we'll get to see other tokens that have actually done much more in returns than the LTC that we know. Then we look at a different blockchain. we're going to look at, let's look at first generation blockchain first, most of which is the Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash have, let's look at the Bitcoin Cash, BCH, that's the Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash was one of the first generation blockchain. That came out with so look at Bitcoin Cash currently at $273. Let's check the all-time. You can see the all-time currently below its listing price. Currently below its listing price. Not a good news for early investors or late investors or holders. Not really a good news. But let's get to know more about Bitcoin Cash. Now you can see Bitcoin Cash is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that aims to become sound global money with fast payments, micro fees, privacy, and high transaction capacity. Okay, in the same way that physical money such as dollar bill is handed directly to one person being paid, Bitcoin Cash payments are sent directly from one person to another. Okay, so it's just basically the same story of Bitcoin, the general use cases, just minor improvement on them. Okay, so it's almost just like the Bitcoin is not an open source blockchain, it's just an independent blockchain on its own. So you see Bitcoin Cash is really doing very poorly, and we don't really know what is the future of this coin because there are a whole lot of competition in the market. What can it bring to the space that would make it much more unique? Okay, so let's look at another first generation blockchain, the Zcash and Dash. We're going to look at Zcash and Dash before coming to Ethereum. Zcash, that's Zec. Now Zcash, Dash, and Monero, they came up with a new storyline in the sense that the blockchain is transparent, and we told us that's also a limitation because one can pick up your address and see the number of tokens you have in your wallet and know your portfolio. That's why I advised us that when we want to send money to persons, or when people want to send money to us in the crypto space, give the person a centralized exchange account unless that token is not yet listed on a centralized exchange. Best to send the person a centralized exchange wallet, or you create a new wallet. Okay, because with that address the person can actually view the number of tokens you have in your wallet. Okay, so Zcash, you can see Zcash is a cryptocurrency. It's a cryptocurrency focused on privacy and anonymity. Okay, focus on privacy and anonymity. It uses so and so zero knowledge proof of technology that allows nodes on the network to verify transaction without revealing sensitive information. Okay, that's one sweet advantage of this. Okay, you can actually send transaction without somebody monitoring your wallet. So that's what Zcash came to the table to bring. And the sweet thing about Zcash is that the anonymity is optional. We can take that look at the uniqueness of Zcash. You see, Zcash, Zcash transaction can be sent in two ways: transparent and shielded. So if it's transparent, everybody can view it on the blockchain, but if it's shielded, nobody can actually view it. They cannot just see that the transaction was sent, the block time, the the date, the fee, and the rest of them, but they can't actually view the wallet. Okay, Zec has the two ways, but we look at a platform like Monero, it's not really a two way, it's just total anonymity of what is going on in the blockchain. But you see that Zcash too has not really been doing well since its listing. It has not really been doing well since its listing. From close to $1,400, is currently trading at $95. Because of regulatory concern, there have been a lot of attacks on blockchain that has anonymity. Okay, blockchains that have anonymity and privacy, because of it can actually be used for criminal activities, but the same way is still private because it's also hiding user privacy and the rest of them. If, for example, everybody's bank account is written on everybody's forehead, it is going to increase the level of crime. Okay, so we are going to see, I believe, platforms like Zcash, Monero Dash will still see a limelight when privacy becomes a concern, which is already a growing concern. Privacy will soon be a concern because the focus now in the blockchain space is utility, mining, the kind of mining that we have, the proof of work, its effect on consumption of energy, and an adverse effect on climate change. So that has been the focus for now. But I believe in the nearest future, security and privacy is also going to be a problem. And when that happens, platforms like Zcash, they're actually going to make waves. So let's also look at the same platform like Dash has the same. Go to read more. Okay, Dash is an open source blockchain and cryptocurrency focused on offering a fast, cheap global payment network that is decentralized in nature. Okay, so that's a summary of Dash. You can now see in the second paragraph there. The second paragraph there. Now, Dash, whose name comes from digital cash, was lost so and so as a hard fork of Litecoin, as an improvement on Litecoin. Since going live, Dash has grown to include features like a two-tier network with incentive nodes, including master nodes, and decentralized project governance, instant send that allow for instant settled payment, chain locks, and which makes Dash blockchain instantly immutable, private send, and which offers an additional privacy for transactions. So you see, this one and Zcash is almost the same thing. The privacy is optional, and I think that is where the world should be going to. We should decide if we want a transaction to be transparent or we want it to be shielded. Okay, so what makes Dash coin to be unique? We have them here. Okay, the goal of Dashcoin is to be the most user-friendly and scalable payment platform focused in the cryptocurrency world. To establish this, the project relies on a network of masternodes which are servers backed by collateral held in Dash. Okay, that is designed to provide advanced services, security, and governance over Dashcoin proposal system. Okay. Now you can now see this last one. The Dash governance system or treasury distribute 10% of the block reward for the development of the project in competitive and a decentralized way. Now what makes it unique has to do with the protocols that is being involved. For Bitcoin, it was a proof of work, and the rest of them, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, all of them uses the proof of work consensus, which revolves around miners, having miners, having the halving, mining rewards being divided into half as time goes on, like that. So this let's see how Dash network is also secured. Dash uses a two-tier network to secure a system. The first consists of nodes that carry out mining operations
under the proof of work consensus, meaning that they can compete to solve complex cryptographic problems at least 51% of the nodes must approve a transaction for it to be added to the blockchain. Okay, so that's the normal proof of work that we know. The last paragraph there says the second tier consists of masternode operating under the proof of service consensus algorithm, in which masternode are rated based on their history of proving good services to the net or providing good services to the network. Okay, that's that for Dash. Then we talk about Monero XMR. Monero 2 is a privacy token. Now let's go back to Dash and see its return. You can see it's because it's really trading. Let's look at the all-time. Can see Dash did so well here in 2017. All those first generation blockchain did so well in 2017. You can see currently the ROI of Dash is at $42,000. ROI from all-time low is still $42,000. So you can see that Dash has really done massively well. Currently trading at $91. So let's look at Monero. Monero is currently trading at $142. Currently trading above. So you can see Monero is still in vogue, in the sense that it competed in 2017 all time and also 2021 Bitcoin all time. So you can see it's actually keeping up to trend. It's actually keeping up to trend better than other second generation blockchain. So let's look at Monero. So you can also see the same thing here. Its goal is to allow transactions to take place privately with anonymity, even though it's commonly thought that Bitcoin can conceal identity. Of course, not very securely that way. So so we can look at what makes the Monero blockchain unique. There are several things that make Monero unique. One of the biggest aim is achieving the greatest level of decentralization possible, meaning that a user doesn't need to trust anyone else on the network. And that's actually true when it comes to anonymity and privacy. So whosoever you are, I don't need to know the validity of who you are, your personality. Transactions can be done without knowing both parties involved. So privacy is achieved through a few distinctive features which are being listed there. Now you can see that to ensure that transaction cannot be linked to anyone, stealth addresses are created for every single transaction that can only be used once. So that's one way they use to improve the security of your network. Every address is used once. So you don't say send to that address I gave you before, you are going to lose your tokens. So each address is being used once. Okay, that's one unique thing for the Monero. So you can see since inception, how has Monero helped its investors. So you can see Monero is just currently, because of the downtrend, it has actually given around 5,000% to those who have been holding since inception. And for those who have been holding since the last dip, it has actually is currently at 66,000%. Currently at 66,000%. That's why we emphasize on the need to enter into a blockchain on time. So this is where we are going to go, the limit we can go for first generation blockchain. We can further do research on mixing, Ghost Coin, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin SV was actually out, they came out of the Bitcoin Cash. So we'll move straight to the more open source blockchain, and the first one we're going to be looking at is Ethereum, because it's one of the oldest. So if you look at Ethereum, this is the all you can see is actually on point. It's really doing, you can see this is 2017 where every cryptocurrency did an all-time high, and it has far exceeded it. In 2017 it was, the price was $1,000, where you can see it went as high as $4,500 and currently being traded at $2,600. So we go and look around the Ethereum. So much to read here. Ethereum is a decentralized open source blockchain that features its own cryptocurrency, which is Ether, and works as a platform for numerous other cryptocurrencies, as well as the execution of decentralized smart contracts. Okay, so that's the edge that Ether has over a whole lot of other blockchain, was that they introduced in their blockchain you can actually build other cryptocurrencies and also embed smart contracts on the blockchain. Very, very massive. Okay, you can see their goal in simple language. Ethereum own purported goal is to become a global platform for decentralized application, allowing users all over the world to write and run software that is resistant to censorship, downtime, and fraud. Okay, the founder we know is Vitalik Buterin. Sorry. Okay, so you can also see the CEO of Polka, Ada there, and also Polkadot. They were all founders of the Ethereum blockchain. Now, that's what makes Ethereum unique. Now you're looking at Ethereum has pioneered the concept of a blockchain smart contract platform. So, smart contracts are computer programs that automatically execute the action necessary to fulfill an agreement between several parties on the internet. They were designed to reduce the need for trusted intermediaries between contractors, thus reducing transaction costs while also increasing transaction reliability. Now, when it's a system that is, that is the escrow, when a system is the middleman, of course, unless the system is faulty, it has no interest in either of the parties. So it will definitely make sure that everything works the way it ought to work out. Okay. Now we've said that what makes it unique also apart from smart contract is the fact that it can host other cryptocurrencies, okay, called tokens. Remember, any crypto that doesn't have its own blockchain is called a token, okay, through the addition of its ERC20 compatible standard. It also have ERC 721 standard for NFTs. Okay, so we've already know that Ethereum has actually given massive returns to its early investors, but let's look at it. Currently around 91,000% from the all-time low. It's currently 91,000% from the initial price, but from the all-time low, which is around 6 years ago, it has actually given 616,000%. 616,000%. Very, very massive. Very, 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 very massive. Very, 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 very massive. So if we even take a look at Ethereum website, if we take a look at Ethereum website, very simple with the goal indicated very plainly. The goal indicated very plainly. So you can see, welcome to Ethereum. Ethereum is a community-run technology powering the cryptocurrency Ether and thousands of decentralized applications. So these are to get started by use your DApp, start building on it, and you can see a fairer financial system that's DeFi. Okay, you know, the bankless. That's why you heard the term in blockchain, bankless society. We no longer need the bank since bank has been using a whole lot of us to make money. So anyone who owns a bank is a big boy. But we no longer need the bank because the bank are cashing out on us, on our money, and so on. Now we are getting little value for it. Okay, gone are those days when bank give you returns for holding your money. Now you pay banks for holding your money, but we have a deflational currency whereby when we hold it, it's appreciating value. So why not? So then we have Internet of Assets, that's the NFTs, the non-fungible tokens, and the rest of them. Then we have an open internet. Ethereum service open by default. You just need a wallet, and there are three easy ways to do that. Then here is the development aspect, those who want to code. Then another thing about the Ethereum blockchain was that because it's a smart contract, was the first secured, a whole lot of cryptocurrencies were being built, smart contracts were being built. I remember in 2019 when the Forsage came out, the first one, Million Money, came out. you know it was smart contract built on the Ethereum blockchain, and as a result of a whole lot of activities, because it was more like a networking platform, um it increased the transactions being handled in the network. I remember Ethereum uses proof of work, and each block has a block time, and each block has a maximum amount of transaction it can take before it will be recorded in the block. So as a result of that, there was so many transactions that needed to be um, executed or confirmed per seconds. So as a result of that, miners were now choosing the transaction to confirm, which they were choosing, sorry, which they were choosing transactions with a higher gas fee. So in your wallet, you can actually increase the gas fee if you want it to front run, or you wait when the gas fee is less. That's when the the congestion is low on the network, so you can get cheaper gas fees. Now, as a result of that, the gas fee was increasing because a whole lot of persons were increasing their transaction for it to front run, for them to process the transaction that they want to process. Transaction went as high as $300, $600, and even more. Okay, just imagine sending $5 bill to someone and you are paying $300 for it. It doesn't actually make any sense. That's why we are going to be talking about the next blockchain that took advantage of this great limitation in the Ethereum and built their blockchain, which is the Binance. That's BNB, the Binance blockchain. So you can see Binance had a lot of influence, and at that point, they were fronting as the biggest exchange in the world. And with that influence, their community demand a better blockchain with a low gas fee. The gas fee was a problem. You can't perform transaction because of fee, and only those who had much more resources to spare were actually maximizing the platform and carrying out their daily transaction activities. So that's where the Binance blockchain came to be. Binance had no intention to own a blockchain in their white paper. They were formerly built on Ethereum. They moved to their to their own blockchain, and BNB is now the utility token and the in-house token of the BNB of the Binance blockchain. Okay, so you can see the founders and the rest of them. So Binance is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange based on daily volume. Binance aims to bring cryptocurrency exchange to a front end of financial activity globally. The idea behind Binance name is to show a new paradigm in global finance. Okay. So aside from being the largest exchange globally, Binance has launched a whole ecosystem of functionalities for its users. The Binance network includes the Binance Chain, the Binance Smart Chain, the Binance Academy, Trust Wallet, research projects, and all employed the powers of blockchain technology to bring new age finance to the world. Binance Coin is an integral part of a successful functioning of all the Binance sub-projects. So you can see they have Binance Chain is different. We have Binance Chain is usually within Binance ecosystem, usually in their exchange as a BEP2. Then we have the Binance Smart Chain, which is the BEP20. Then we have Binance Academy, Trust Wallet, and so on. So that's that. The founder is, we know, Campengzoa, which is CZ, popularly known as CZ. What makes Binance Coin unique? Binance is a unique cryptocurrency of decentralized blockchain-based network. The company has grown to the leading crypto exchange in a number of countries, and their side organization are attracting significant interest. Binance is doing so well in partnership, in promotion. Binance is now becoming, with their latest partnership in Dubai, in the UAE, they are building a hub in Dubai, several partnership across Africa, Nigeria, endorsement. They are really campaigning, visiting several countries of the world, in Africa, in Europe, and the rest of them, to solidify their influence in the crypto space. They are really doing so well in their partnership, and it's a very good opportunity because they have one of the cheapest very fast and cheap blockchain, and soon to be, if not currently, the biggest blockchain in terms of the number of smart contract and cryptocurrencies being built on their platform. Remember that we are in 2022, and this blockchain just started 2 years ago in 2020. So you can see barely 2 years, and they are doing massively well. Kudos to their influence on being one of the biggest exchanges in the world. Now we can see maximum supply is 200 billion, which they have bought a whole lot of tokens, and they have 168 million tokens currently in circulation. So other new developments where was the Binance NFT marketplace. They are always in trend to maximize the current trends in the market. So let's quickly look at the returns BNB has actually given to its holders. You can see from inception it has given around 313,000%. Then from the all-time low of 0.09, it has actually given 375,000% based on the current price of 361. So you can see BNB is doing well, and the security of their network is, it started as an ERC20 and later migrated to the Binance blockchain. Okay, so what they use is the BTF consensus mechanism. Okay, just that. So we are going to look at other blockchains. We're going to look at the Cardano blockchain, that's ADA. ADA, just like I said earlier, the CEO also was a co-founder of the Ethereum. So he left the Ethereum platform to own his own cryptocurrency, a very, very young CEO. And You can see ADA has not actually been measuring up since 2017, not until 2021. They had their all-time high since 2017. So you can see Cardano is actually, they actually came out and improved on all the actually competing with Ethereum, stay an open source blockchain under proof of stake. They improved on all the limitations of the Ethereum blockchain. So Cardano is a proof of work blockchain platform that says its goals allow change makers, innovators, and visionaries to bring about a positive global change. It's an open source project that aims to redistribute power from unaccountable structures to the margins to individuals. Okay, founded in 2017. Okay, and they are now a fully decentralized blockchain. Now in 2021, you can see there was a spike in the price of Cardano because Charles Hoskinson, which was the CEO, announced the launch of the Alonzo fork, allowing Cardano price to surge, gaining 116% in the following month. Now, this was supposed to allow smart contract functionality on the blockchain, and over 100 smart contracts were deployed in the following 24 hours after the launch. So you can see that was what caused the spike to around $3 from trading below $1 and so on. So we already know the founder. What makes Cardano unique? Cardano is one of the biggest blockchains to successfully use the proof of stake consensus mechanism, which is less energy intensive than proof of work algorithm that relied upon by Bitcoin. With Bitcoin and Ethereum, though Ethereum is actually upgrading to their version 2, that's the proof of stake. Okay, we can also see in 2022, Cardano held a shell upgrade that aims to make its blockchain 50 to 100 times more decentralized than other blockchain. Okay, that's what I say that Cardano is now 100% decentralized, in that any development in the blockchain would be voted in or voted out by those who are actually having voting power. That means those who actually stake their Cardano and who are validators using the proof of stake consensus. Okay, so Cardano, we have not yet seen the best of Cardano. Remember, we have seen Binance has done so well in a short time. We have seen the best of Ethereum. Still, they are still exploring more features, but we are still yet to see the best of Cardano. So we can say that Cardano is still a good buy, though with the competition of so many other blockchain offering the same thing, we might not see a very steep price appreciation, but definitely Cardano will still give so much so return to its holder. So you can see here, Cardano has just given just around 4,000% to its holders, and 5,700% from its all-time low. So look at project like Ripple. Ripple is a very interesting project that that's XRP, that has application outside of the blockchain, more like a platform that integrates um trans-border payments between the traditional financial system and the blockchain. So that's the main thing about the XRP. Okay, and it has to do in payment. Now it's important to understand the difference between XRP, Ripple, and RippleNet. That might not be so much of a concern to our course content, but the most important thing we should know is that um XRP is an open source and is not based on the blockchain, but rather the previously mentioned distributed ledger, which is XRP. Now you can see that the XRP platform is a real-time gross settlement system that aims to enable instant monetary transaction globally. While XRP is the cryptocurrency native to the XRP ledger, you can actually use any currency to transact on the platform. So XRP are really making exploits, partnering with very big banks across the globe. They are really making exploit, and we're expecting that we are expecting so much returns from XRP because they have a real-time utility. They have a real-time utility because they are integrating the blockchain and traditional banking system. Okay, then we have a similar blockchain like that, which is Stella Xlm, similar blockchain, but Stella has one unique feature, which is the fact that each transaction has a stipulated price. If I'm not mistaken, each transaction on the Stellar network has a stipulated price. Yes, I'm not mistaken. Now we can see here that Stellar is an open source network that allows people to move and store. That allow money to be moved and stored. Okay. It was released in July 2014. One of its goals was boosting financial inclusion by reaching the world's unbanked. But soon afterwards, its priority shifted to helping financial firms connect with one another through the blockchain technology. So you see all these dApps, they are actually going to be using the XLM or XRP blockchain to actually integrate those cross-border payments between cryptocurrencies and also the traditional financial system that we already have. Now, its native token Lumen serves a huge bridge that is less expensive to trade assets across borders. All this aims to challenge the existing payment providers who often charge high fees for similar service. Okay, what makes XLM unique? Very sweet. Fees are sticking point to many. However, high cost and making cross-border payments aren't just exclusive to fiat payments, such as PayPal system and the rest of them. Stellar is doing it also. We also have Stellar is unique because every transaction costs 0.0001 XLM. Now you might want to know what is actually the exact value of that. We're going to do that. That's 0. Around 4 zeros. So you can see that is costing very little. Imagine that each transaction on the Stellar network is going to be pegged to that price. So we are going to be seeing of more adoption with the Stellar network. Going to see more adoption in the Stellar network. You can see the returns to investors. Since inception, it has actually given around 6,000%. Since the all-time low 7 years ago, it has actually given 15,000% to investors. Okay, so let's look at a different blockchain. So much interesting blockchain. Before we go to more trending and hot blockchain, let's look at other old blockchain like Doge. Doge is just there. Doge is a meme token for fun. Doge was actually built for fun. Group of persons coming together to build a token for fun. Basically for people who love dog. That was actually how the Dogecoin started, but Doge has actually transmogrified into a global payment system. In fact, we have a statistics of more companies using Dogecoin as a medium of payment than Bitcoin. Okay, so and with the Elon Musk effect from 2020, Elon Musk effects of 2020 coming out to say that he's bullish on Doge, he's bullish on Bitcoin. Dogecoin was soon to and is currently going to be accepted as a payment method for Tesla company, his company that produces electric cars, and the electric cars is actually the fastest car in the world. So having them to accept Dogecoin actually made Dogecoin to actually do massive gain. You can see Dogecoin went as high as $0.7. You can see the price here, having as our 2015 Dogecoin has around three zeros. Three zeros where it canceled all those zeros and went as high as zero point 0.7 in 2021 and is currently being traded at zero point 0.1. So if you had Dogecoin at 5 years ago, you are still in a massive profit. So a whole lot of you know disagreement came because I think Doge was using a proof of work consensus, but Elon Musk. This is one thing why we are still bullish on Doge. This is one thing why we are still bullish on Doge because we now have okay, we now have Elon Musk and the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik, as the financial advisor. This happened last year in 2021, where Vitalik Buterin, the CEO of Ethereum, and Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, coming together to become financial advisors in the board of directors for Dogecoin, really makes it very optimistic because these two persons, they are world leaders with world financial leaders, and definitely it is actually going to make a whole lot of progress from where it is. Recently, we see Dodge surging very not so much from around zero point 0.1 to around 0.24, 0.14, and 0.15 because Tesla, the CEO, Elon Musk, announced that Dogecoin was going to be accepted as a medium of payment for the Tesla motors. So we are still much more bullish on Dogecoin because of this, particularly these two persons who have actually indicated interest and are now board of directors in the Dogecoin Foundation, and they are investing a whole lot of resources to see that they are migrating to the proof of stakes consensus, and they are actually not falling victim of climate change effect and so on because of the proof of work. Then we'll now move ahead to much more sweeter, interesting blockchains, much more recent blockchains. We have let's look at Polkadot. Polkadot is much more, not so much recent, but it's like I told us, the CEO of Polkadot was also a co-founder of Ethereum. So we see the Cardano coming out from Ethereum to compete with Ethereum, Polkadot also coming out of Ethereum to compete with Ethereum. But among all of them, Polkadot has not really given returns to its early investors and is really undervalued because a number of factors. Exactly what Polkadot is solving, Kusama is doing it more excellently well, and Kusama has actually skyrocketed. Kusama came out, that was Kusama Blockchain. We'll still get to that. And let's look a little on the Polkadot network. We'll see certain unique features far better than the Ethereum platform. And let's look at the Polkadot. You can see Polkadot is an open source shaded multiple blockchain that connects and secures a network of specialized blockchain, facilitating cross-chain transfers on any data asset type, just not just tokens, thereby allowing blockchains to be interoperable with each other. Polkadot built a platform where you can build other blockchain as parallel chains on their own blockchain. It's not on Ethereum, it's not on Polka, it's not on Cardano. This was what made Polkadot very unique, and it was really trending since its inception. Okay, but along the line, Polkadot is not really delivering in when it comes to appreciation of assets. Polkadot was designed to provide a foundation for a decentralized internet of blockchain, also known as Web3. So you can see we are also in the era of Web3, a whole lot of projects and emphasis on Web3. Web3 is basically Web3 is the third version of internet which talks more or less about you owning your data. Big companies like Google, Facebook, and Yahoo are actually making a whole lot of money off each and everyone using their platform. So they use your platform and advertise ads to you for you to patronize. Those big advertisers pay them huge amount of money. As of 2020, the revenue of Google in the first quarter of 2020 was way over $40 billion just from ads revenue alone. So in 4 months, around 40 something $1 million, I mean to say, just from ads revenue. You can see ads is actually a sweet way of making money. But the Web3 is saying that we should own our data and we should sell our data. We should profit from our data, not big platforms profiting from our data. So you can see that Polkadot will still do well if more emphasis is placed on Web3. Polkadot is known as a zero-layer meta protocol because it underlines and describes a format for a network of layer 1 blockchain known as parachains. I told us about that. Okay. Polkadot provides a foundation to support a decentralized web controlled by its users to simplify the creation of new application, institution, and services. Exactly what I said. You can go down to look at the 4 core components of the Polkadot. Let's go down to see what makes the Polkadot unique. We talked about um, Polkadot is a shaded multi-chain network, meaning that it can process many transactions on several chains in parallel. This parallel processing power improves scalability. You see, custom blockchain, I told us of custom blockchain. Other blockchains can actually be built on the Polkadot blockchain. Example of that was the recently launched Akala protocol. Actually has their own network and it was launched on the Polkadot chain. So you can see that the network has a high sophisticated user-driven governance system where all token holders have a vote on how the network is run. Team can customize their blockchain governance on Polkadot based on their needs and evolving condition. Nominators, validators, and collectors all fulfill various duties to help secure the network. So you can go down to see the work on how Polkadot is secured. You now look at the validators, the collectors, and the rest of them. So Polkadot will likely do well, but we have a strong competitor on ground that was launched in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, 2020, or we are actually commented. So you can see that it's either Polkadot coming up with new features that can actually give it a competitive edge over Kusama, or it will definitely just be there and Kusama will drive. Um, let's look at Kusama a little because it's more like a rivalry of the Polkadot chain. Let's see how much return Polkadot has given to its investors. Like I told us, Polkadot has not really performed. It hasn't really performed over time. You can see all-time ROI is just 554%. Very poor. Very, very poor. But from its all-time low, still 572%. So you can see very, very low. But let's just look. This is Polkadot blockchain that started in Polkadot was launched in the year. Let's look at the year. Yeah, the founders. The year is supposed to be here. Okay, 2017. 2017. Let's look at Kusama. Kusama, you see, Polkadot is trading at $18. Kusama is trading at $156. I saw this coin when it was pumping. I didn't do my research. You see, when you see a project doing all-time high, first day you see it at all-time high, or in a week you see it at all-time high, you know, not really all-time high. When you see it on top gainers, probably several times in a week, it's very important you go and check up that token, do your fundamental research about them, because it might actually be a very big opportunity. So I saw it on top gainer several times and I didn't do my own due diligence, and that was how I missed out on Kusama. So you can see Kusama Kusama described itself as Polkadot wide cousin. Kusama is an experimental blockchain platform that is designed to provide massive, interpretable, and scalable framework for developers. Kusama is built on Substrate, a blockchain building kit developed by a third party. Okay, by deploying on Kusama, fast-paced projects gain access to high scalable, interpretable shaded network with features that are not yet available on Polkadot. Okay, so that's why Kusama describes itself as a canary network. The platform is designed to provide a test bed for developers looking to innovate and deploy their own blockchain, and can be used as a preparatory network before launching on Polkadot. Okay, though many projects opt to stick with Kusama for their final product. Okay, so they describe themselves as an experimental blockchain, after which you can launch fully on Polkadot, or you can still remain on Kusama. Now let's look at what makes Kusama unique. Kusama is unusual among blockchain platforms, since it is predominantly built for developers that want to launch bold, ambitious projects with fast evolving pace of development. It is built on a multi-chain regionally shaded design that uses a nominated proof of stake consensus, an alternative consensus mechanism to the energy intensive proof of work scheme deployed by several other blockchains. This system enables it to perform rapid on-chain upgrade without a fork. Remember what I told us about fork is on our class on the different glossary, terminologies on the blockchain, and support cross-chain messaging to enable communication with other parachains on the Kusama network. Like Polkadot, Kusama features on-chain governing abilities. The on-chain governance is both decentralized and permissionless, allowing anybody with Kusama tokens or parachain tokens to vote on their respective governance proposal. Okay, which include upgrade, changes to protocol, and feature requests. So you can see this is the amazing thing about the Kusama blockchain. Then if we go to look at the returns, remember Polkadot is just 500%. Let's look at Kusama. Kusama has given an amazing 9,000%. From its all-time low, it has given 17,000%. So you can see it performing far, far better than its rivalry, the Polkadot chain. Okay, so let's look at other blockchains. The Solana blockchain. Let's look at the Solana blockchain. Solana blockchain is one amazing blockchain that really shocked a whole lot of persons. Came out, just launched in 2020, and did massive growth. Massive growth. So let's take a look at that. That's the Solana blockchain. So we know this class is long, but in the crypto space, you must learn how to do your due diligence. If you don't take time to research, you lose your money, you lose big time. So you must take time to do your fundamental analysis about every project that you want to venture in order not to lose your funds. The most important thing is your capital. The gain is secondary. Most importantly, you must consider your capital. Okay, you're having some network glitches. Let's see how we can run that again. So here we are. Solana is currently trading at $95. Currently trading at $95. So what is Solana? Solana is a highly functional open source project that banks on blockchain technology permissionless nature to provide decentralized finance. So you see, focus is DeFi. Remember, there is a whole lot of emphasis on DeFi, metaverse, NFTs, Web3. See, focus on the whole lot of focus on DeFi, um, DeFi, metaverse, NFTs, and Web3. Okay, so you can see Solana is positioning itself for a massive uptrend. This is still in its low, still very much undervalued just because of the downward trend. It is still going to give massive gains. Massive gains. So you can see Solana is a highly functional open source blockchain. Okay, we've said that. Why the idea and initial work on the project began in 2017 was officially launched in March 2020 by the Solana Foundation with headquarters in Switzerland. Solana protocol is designed to facilitate dApps, that's decentralized application creation. It aims to focus to improve scalability by introducing a proof of history consensus combined by an underlying proof of work consensus on the blockchain. Because of its innovative hybrid consensus model, Solana enjoys interest from small traders and institutional traders alike. A significant focus on Solana Foundation is to make decentralized finance accessible to in a larger scale. Okay, let's look at what makes it unique. One of the essential innovations Solana brings to the table is proof of history. That's the proof of history consensus. This concept allows a greater scalability of the protocol, which in turn boosts usability. Okay, the second one is Solana is known in the cryptocurrency space because of its incredible short processing time the blockchain offers. Solana's hybrid protocol allows for significantly decreased validation time for both transaction and smart contract execution. Remember, Solana is beating a whole lot of blockchain, all the first and second generation blockchain. Solana is beating all of them when it comes to procession time, speed, and the validation time for block processing and the rest of them. Thirdly, Solana protocol is intended to serve both small time users and enterprise users alike. Okay, Solana combined with the long-standing professional expertise of the Anatoly and Greg to bring the project. Solana is ranked number 7 in the coin market cap ranking as of September 2021. So imagine the coin that was launched in 20 and came number 7 on the CoinMarketCap ranking in 2021 by September. Okay, so Solana has actually given massive return to its investors. We'll take a look at that. Currently, it has given 43,000%, surpassing Kusama, surpassing Polkadot, surpassing Cardano. Solana was magic just within 2 years. Just within 2 years. You can see it was trading, launched at 0.7 cents, went as high, an all-time high of over $250 for one. Okay, so Kusama is a very good blockchain, and we are yet to see the best of it. Then we'll go to another undervalued project that have actually been around for a while. That's the Harmony. The Harmony blockchain. So Harmony is a blockchain platform designed to facilitate the creation and the use of decentralized applications as dApps. The network aims to innovate the way decentralized applications work on focusing on random stated shading, which allows creation of blocks in seconds. Okay, what's making Harmony unique? Focus on processing speed validation. The Harmony mainnet aimed to revolutionize block creation by introducing shading processes. The company reduces node validation time significantly. To ensure the protection of nodes and secure the validation process, Harmony introduced the verify random function for unbiased and unpredictable shade membership. The Project Harmony Grant Program is an initiative to support innovation and attract development. So by looking at this description here, you will not see much about the Harmony, but it's still very much undervalued, especially the fact that, when you are looking at the blockchain, you also need to look at new improvement, partnership development, just like we saw clearly about XLM redefining their purpose earlier. Harmony is also investing building a blockchain for NFTs. They're actually building a blockchain that will allow NFTs. Okay, so that's that for Harmony. Still very much believe they are still very much undervalued. So you can see it's still trading less than $1. Still trading less than $1. Percentage return on investment is just 5,000, and from its all-time low of 13,800% return on investment. So I'm going to give us a blockchain that we propose to be the next Ethereum, positioning themselves massively in all space. So if you can see some of these blockchain, some are focusing on DeFi, some are focusing on Web3, but Ethereum encompasses all of them. They have everything, DeFi, Web3, and every other thing. They're updating their network every time to see that they suit the current need of users. So look at another trending blockchain. We'll take 2 more blockchain, then we are going to give us assignment. We are going to include a tax on that. We are going to look up and give us an overview of the Polygon, that is the Matic blockchain. Is doing so well. Matic, Avax, that's Avalanche Network, and the Chiliz network, the Chiliz blockchain. So the first task I said, choose three blockchain, and tell us three promising token on those blockchain. Then I said look up these three blockchains. Look up these three blockchains: the Polygon, Matic, Avax, that's Avalanche, and Chilis, that's CHZ. Okay, we should do that and send the information to our email. Do that and send it to our email. So we're going to look at FTM. That's the Phantom blockchain, currently trading at $1, $1.8. Very, very promising blockchain. Very, very promising blockchain. Phantom is a directed acyclic graph smart contract platform providing decentralized finance services to developers using its own bespoke consensus algorithm. Together with its in-house token FTM, Phantom aims to solve problems associated with smart contract platform, especially transaction speed, which developers say they have reduced to under 2 seconds. Under 2 seconds for transaction speed. That's amazing. Phantom Foundation, which oversees the Phantom product offering, was originated in 2018 with the launch of Opera Phantom Mainnet coming in December 2019. So Phantom was launched in 2019. It's still a very, very young blockchain. So let's look at what makes Phantom unique. Phantom attempts to use a new scratch built consensus mechanism to facilitate DeFi and related services on the basis of smart contract. The mechanism latches promises much higher capacity and 2 seconds transaction finalization, along with improvement to security over transactional proof of stake algorithm based platforms. Okay, matching Ethereum, the project appeals to developers looking to deploy decentralized solutions according to its official literature. Its mission is to grant compatibility between all transaction bodies around the world. So FTM is still a very young blockchain, very fast. We need speed, that scalability for ability for other projects to scale. High transaction speed has actually been the demand in few times. That's why you see most new blockchains coming up are focusing on speed, speed, speed. Proof of stake consensus and other consensus. The final blockchain we are going to be looking at today, which is a bonus to us. We believe this blockchain will revolutionize what we believe in the blockchain space. Some other blockchains, they will actually disrupt what is going on in the blockchain space. That is the internet computer, the Infinity Foundation. You can see since its launch, it is actually very, very undervalued, currently trading at $20. Imagine getting Ethereum at $20. What would you do? So you can see a whole lot about the internet. We're going to focus here a little because of the uniqueness of this particular blockchain. Okay, let's get ahead with the Icp blockchain. Very, very amazing. This blockchain, very, very amazing. You can see from here. The internet computer is the fastest and only infinitely scalable general purpose blockchain, incubated and launched by the Infinity Foundation in May 2021, and aims to become the world computer hosting Web3 dApps, DeFi, games, NFTs, social media, and metaverse, used by billions of users. This also represents the third major blockchain innovation alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you can see they actually claiming, apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are the third major blockchain innovation, a blockchain that supports industry leading over 250 queries per second, executed with a second transaction finality. So you can see it's far more better than Phantom, Avax, Solana, and the rest of them seem to be the fastest. Storage costs not more than 0.46 per GB per month, and decentralized censorship resistant, sovereign and physical infrastructure capable of scaling to millions of nodes using the groundbreaking technology called chain key cryptography. Okay, now the concept of the word computer, the concept of a world computer that cannot be shut down originated from Ethereum ecosystem where early Ethereum technologists, Dominic Williams, no, he's now the founder and chief scientist at the Infinity. Assembled over 200 world-renowned cryptographers, distributed ledger, distributed system engineers, and programming language experts from Google, Amazon, Facebook, a whole lot of them. You can see the big tech companies in the world to tackle the massive technological challenge of building an internet computer, powerful enough to support infinitely scalable Web3 dApps. Okay. The project was founded in October 2016 but was launched in 2021. Okay, they raised a whole lot of money. Now, this is amazing. Let's go to one of the most unique things about um, the Infinity. Now, these major milestones means that the internet now functions as a decentralized world computer marked by the release of all internet computer source code into the public domain, as well as the IPC utility token, allowing hundreds and thousands of community members to govern the internet computer network. Now, for those some of us who are not really very into the tech or into crypto, you might not really understand what I'm saying, but let's go deeper into understanding what IPC stands for. And let's look at what makes it unique. Now, the first one we have here, Network Nervous System (NNS) DAO, the world's largest permissionless DAO by so and so. Okay, the NNS DAO is an open, permissionless, and decentralized algorithm system governing the internet computer with which automatically upgrades the protocol based on proposal adopted by the community and continuously add new nodes, allowing the blockchain network to infinity scale. Now we saw, blockchains, first and second generations blockchain could not upgrade on itself without having a fork. That's the Alonso fork in terms of Ethereum and so on. But we see platforms like other platforms like Polkadot can actually automatically upgrade themselves. So we already have something like that. Then we now have something no one else have. That's the low cost, low on low on-chain data cost. Okay, decentralized data storage on internet computers as low as 0.46 per 1 GB per month or $5 per 1 GB per year. In comparison, just imagine Ethereum. It cost Ethereum about $310 million and Solana about $800,000 as of January 17, 2022 to store 1 GB of data on legacy blockchain. Now we'll still go back and see what legacy blockchains is all about As a result, legacy blockchain rely on centralized cloud providers like Amazon Web Service, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, Alibaba Cloud, and so on. For the first time, the low cost of decentralized data storage via the internet computer allows entrepreneurs and developers to run Web3 dApp entirely on-chain. Now, what you're saying here is that other blockchains are built on, you know, third party, they're built on third party or centralized cloud providers. Okay, they build their blockchain on either Amazon Web Service. Take for example, CMDS cryptocurrency is actually using Amazon Web Service, and so many other blockchains. They're actually using cloud providers that are centralized. But IPC network have their own cloud base. Okay, they are not dependent on any centralized cloud providers. Okay, then we now have user-friendly Web3 experience. The internet computer is the only blockchain that runs smart contracts that directly serve HTTP call to users, which means Web3 dApp on the internet computer have the same high-quality, user-friendly internet computer run on censorship resistance, sovereign infrastructure. Currently, today's biggest DeFi such as Uniswap, SushiSwap, Aave, Curve, Compound, etc. depend on centralized cloud services. We've said that. Okay, let's look at the fourth one, reverse gas model. Now, cycles are the computational resource, aka gas, required to execute transaction on the internet computer. Okay, let's carefully look at this again. Reverse gas model. Cycles are the computational resource required to execute transaction indefinitely. Okay. Unlike legacy blockchain, the internet computer has a reverse gas model where developers pay to run Web3 dApp, DeFi, and so on the metaverse project. Similar to the success of Web2, the internet computer lowers the barrier for the mass market adoption by allowing users to interact with Web3 dApps without needing tokens or token wallet, no longer paying gas fee to mint NFTs, process DeFi transaction, play games, engage on social media applications, and so on. Do you know what this means? You no longer need to have BNB to buy tokens on Binance Blockchain. You no longer need Ethereum to buy tokens on Ethereum blockchain. It therefore means that there are not going to be any gas fee. Anonymity. Anonymity just like we have in Zcash, Monero, and Dash. Okay. Then the sixth one here, 100% sovereign infrastructure. Similar to the Bitcoin network, the internet computer is the only 100% sovereign infrastructure in blockchain with zero centralized cloud nodes. Currently, 70% of Ethereum nodes and over 50% of Solana nodes are hosted by centralized cloud providers, allowing tech giants to shut down or degrade performance of legacy blockchains. Currently, as at January 17, there are 413 sovereign censorship-resistant internet computer nodes operated by independent node providers around the globe, leaving the internet computer immune to shutdown by centralized parties. Now, lightning fast speed. The internet computer blockchain is designed to consistently process an immense volume of update and transaction without compromising on speed, security, sovereignty, and decentralization. Okay, you see that is really amazing. It's really amazing. That's why we say we have found a new Ethereum, a new Bitcoin, because it will do massively well. We can also look at their tokenomics and their supply. Okay, there will be just 469 million ICP tokens at Genesis. Early contributors get 9.5%, seed donation 24%, strategic 7%, pre-sale 4%. You can see them like that. And the foundation takes the highest, which is 23%, which is fair. Now let's look at, they have other projects on site, the DeFi, NFT game, social, metaverse. Okay, but this would most likely be more interesting viewing it from their website. So this is theinfinity.org. This is their website, blockchain singularity. Okay, you can see total chain data, block count. You can see how block count is so fast. NNS as proposals, block per seconds. So one block is being created in milliseconds. Let's go straight to exploring the ecosystem. That's the ecosystem showcase. And let's just look at, you can see um their metaverse. We want to look at their metaverse just to show us they have really amazing. You can see this is their IC gallery, 3D metaverse blending GameFi and DeFi, where users can play, mint, and trade all their existing NFTs through various immersive 3D experience on the internet computer and Ethereum, hosted completely on-chain. Then we have the NFT Studio. NFT Studio is the first to NFT Studio is the first to develop 3D NFTs. Okay, that's cool. Also, Metaverse, baseball, amazing. Also, you can see Poked Studio Bot. This is one of the 10,000 unique bots designed by acclaimed artists, sold for $172,000. Okay, marks the largest single NFT purchased on the internet computer. This is the highest selling NFT Squad, and the rest of them. But let's go back and take a look at you see all these things are directly on chain. They are coming with a whole lot of platforms that will disrupt almost all the spare. This is Flick, is a decentralized web hosting on the internet computer with thousands of pages, with thousands of web pages already deployed. Okay, this is just like the web hosting services that we already have. Then we also have DSCVR, is another version, a decentralized version of Reddit. We now see District. District is a completely decentralized community-owned professional network where users of the platform will vote for upgrade. Okay. You can see it's just like a user-owned LinkedIn. See, a decentralized type of LinkedIn. We now have Origin, is NFT for authenticating luxury goods and the rest of them, just digitally verifying physical goods. Then we have the Open Chat, which is a tokenized version of WhatsApp. Decentralized messaging has been a pipe dream for decades. With the event of internet computer, real-time messages is now possible on the blockchain. So you can see that is that for our class today. So make sure we take care of the tax and send it to our email. See you guys on the next class.